What is going on, guys? Commodore Labs here today, bringing to you my live reaction to that Kingdom greatness with manga chapter 551 titled The Messenger's Report. Now, shout out to my boy Elias, let me know the chapter dropped over at Senscans and Turner Farmers, and of course, shout out to them for always bringing out the chapters week in and week out. I was certain that we weren't going to get a chapter until possibly Wednesday because I heard something about one of the rejars being out of action for a little bit, but the chapter's right here, it's right in front of me, man. It's got to get read, man. Messenger's Report. So we might be getting some information possibly on Ri Bokus, like, the little report he got from one of his troops, because I'm a big believer, and I know a lot of people have been saying this last week, that the report might be bogus. And based on Kimo's expression differing from everyone else's, considering that he's the one who actually read it, aside from Ri Bokus himself only, I mean, it could be way less than we could be expecting, man. Kanki might have been doing some work in Gyou we don't know about, man. So without further ado, let's get into the chapter, because let's be honest, man. Zhao's not taking any W's any further in this war. They might claim some lives, who knows, but they're not taking any more W's. So let's get into this chapter, man. Let's go. Far, far away to the southwest of those battle-ravaged grounds. Oh, we're going back to Gyou. Yo, we get to see Sei. Yo, it feels like a minute, though, since the last time we've seen Sei, man. At the battle-ravaged grounds at the royal capital of the state of Qin, the state of Gyou. Oh, man. Look, I always love looking at Gyou, man, just because of, like, you know, Shin going up, you know, getting his promotions, or just seeing, like, the crew walking up there, and then especially, man, where Ri Bokus was coming in that promo and stuff, you know, in front of Sei and everything, you know, before the start of this arc. I just love this little scenery right here, man. This is, like, really beautiful stuff, man. And there we go, right there. Yo, they're all resting, too, because they've been trying to figure out exactly, like, you know, how to be able to help out with, like, the crew and stuff, you know, Osen and all of them and everything, you know, how, like, and they've been working effortlessly, too. Look at that. Shoei-kun just sitting right by, like, you know, the war table and stuff, resting up. Shogun-kun on the side. Everyone's asleep, yo. You even see, like, Rishi there, too. Huh? Bang. He's here! Sire, your majesty, the second messenger has finally arrived at long last. He certainly took his time. How many days has it been since the first messenger? Why hasn't General Osen been sending us regular updates? And there you see Sei and Shogun-kun just woke up. Apologies, my lords. Hey, you okay? Wait, he got attacked? He's like holding his chest or something. Something happened to him. Zhao has sealed off Retsubi, the entrance to the inner Zhao. Instead, we had to sneak our way through the mountains, which were packed with patrols. Many of my fellow messengers were captured by them, and I fear that none of them still draw breath. Okay, man, so Ri Bokus was smart enough to at least keep people on the side and stuff, but I mean, at the same time, one of them got out. One of them was able to get out. So hopefully he has some precious information that can kind of help out with Qin right now. Enough with the excuses. Hurry up and give your report before you collapse on the spot. So he's walking up to the table. First, if I may ask, what news did the last messenger bring you? There was a good number of days ago. The last we heard, the combined army had split into 3 parts and surrounded Gyou with intentions to starve it out. After that, we haven't heard a single peep. I see. Then, as you know, we split into 3 armies, with Kanki's charged with Gyou, while the Yotanwa and Heki combined army engaged Ryouyou in battle. Lastly, the Osen army made for the Shikai Plains to face the Ri Bokus army. General Osen's up against Ri Bokus, and you see like their expressions change. Dear gods, stop fussing. Shoei-kun predicted that much at least. Hey, Shoei-kun, man. Is that so? Did you come from the Osen army then? Yes, sir. I was attached to General Osen's center army up until the 3rd day after the Battle of the Shikai Plains began. And so I'm afraid I only know the situation up until that point. Only up until the 3rd day? No. Any information is better than nothing at this point. So, how fares the battle? About that, the Zhao may outnumber us, but the situation is still roughly even. Thanks to the tremendous efforts of the left and right wings, both Zhao and our center armies remain uncommitted. So far, it could be said that we're proven to be an equal match against the Ri Bokus army. Yo, listen, man. Zhao's about to put over Qin right now, man. That's how it should be. Let's go, man. Hey, I'm telling you, yo. When Shin comes for Gyou's life, that's going to be the thing that turns the tables. And then, yo, when Yotanwa takes Ryouyou. Oh, man. Oh, man. What are you going to do, Ri Bokus? What are you going to do? You got to do nothing, man. You're going to do nothing. You might claim a couple lives and stuff here and there. Listen, I will forsake Ohan's life if it meant that Qin's going to top over Zhao. I'll have no problem with doing that, man. That is what it is. A special note are, and evenly matched despite lower numbers, of special notes are the Gakukai unit who saved the left wing from what would have been a fatal loss on the first day. as well as the Gyoku unit on the right, and the Ishin unit who clashed with a formidable army of 10,000 on the third day. The bravery and courage they showed in their fighting was an outstanding contribution to the battle. You see, Shin. Well, is this fate? It would seem that the three young men summoned by my lord are all making waves out there on the battlefront. Aye. You see a Shoei-kun looking down. Shobun-kun, I understand that this is a very complicated scenario, but is the fact that we're an even match with the Ri Bokus army really something to be celebrating right now? That is something we cannot answer here in Kanyu. After all, we don't have any information on how long Gyu's food stores can hold out for. If Gyou runs out of food before the Osen army, that is definitely good news. But if our men are the ones who begin starving first, then it will be as if a noose were thrown around their necks, slowly beginning tightened by Ri Bokus with each passing day. Hang on. You're telling me that despite having no idea whose food will run out first, Osen of all people still chose to make such a huge gamble? I don't know, man. Look, Osen will never pick a battle that he's never gonna win. So he's got to be certain right now that whatever he's doing, he's gonna get the W. And I trust him, man. In Osen, we trust. 2018. Indeed, that right there is the issue. Back when we first received word of them laying siege to Gyou, that one aspect stood out to me more than anything else. Is Osen really a man who would take a gamble with such high stakes? At any rate, there's no point agonizing over something we don't know. What we need to figure out is how many more days worth of food our men still have. Well, messenger, you have the answer? Due to all the twists and turns the armies took after crossing Retsubi, even we have lost track of your food stores. I do, sir. However, considering the high risk of messengers being captured by the enemy, we were not privy to the exact numbers. That being said, a rough estimate, so it's not even the official estimate too. A rough estimate was made and shared with me right before the army split into 3 parts. The supplies were divided in a way to sustain all the 3 armies for an equal number of days. I believe it was meant to last them 13 days after the battle first began. 13 days? Put another way, as I was still with the soldiers up until the 3rd day of fighting, at the time of my departure, they should have had enough food to last them another 10 days. And you see their looks, man. 10. Hold on a minute. You said that they had 10 days worth with them left, correct? And how many days did it take you to reach us here in Kanyu since then? Wait, we had a time skip? Hold up. Hold up. Wait. I could be bugging right now. Hold on. You said he had 10 days worth then we left. And he left by, it was the 3rd day, right? I was with the soldiers up until the 3rd day of fighting. Nah, I could be bugging. Let me keep reading. What? Then doesn't that mean that the Osen army only has 5 days of food left right now? Yes, sir. Yo, hold on, man. I could be bugging right now. We're still in the same timeline. I thought we had a time skip or something. We move forward or whatever. Yo, okay, so Osen only has 5, and I highly doubt, man, that Gyou has 20 now. At this point, if he has something like this, man, there's no way. Because you got to factor in all the other cities they went to. 5 days. In just 5 more days, they'll starve, which means in the next 5 days, they'll have to somehow defeat Ri Bokus. Shohei-kun, do not let your fear overcome you now. Hockey's coming out. Let's go. Yes. We committed to this, knowing that this could very well be the most difficult battle we ever face. Which is exactly why we picked out the best and the best and sent them out, only after preparing and equipping to the utmost of our ability. All we can do now is believe in the men on the field. And you see everyone looking, Sire, Your Majesty, you have done us a great service in bringing us this news. We have your wounds seen and to rest. Then, thank you, sir. But there is still one last thing I must tell you. I met a dying messenger from the Heki army while traveling here. A messenger from Heki, and the information he bade me to pass on was that it all has been burnt down. The Heki army's food stores were burned to cinders by the enemy, and Heki Yotanwa's armies would run out of food days earlier than the rest. But this is like old news a little bit because we were. Oh man, what did you say? Hold up, man. Ryouyou. We did go on a time skip. What? No! Wait, we moved from day 3 to day 8. I'm thinking, what the hell is going on? We actually moved forward in time. Oh my, yo, Hara. I don't know, man. Full 5 days have moved. Ryouyou, the 8th day since battle was first met. Wow, we know. You sorry bastards had all your food burned to ashes. What's the matter? Didn't you eat breakfast? Yeah, so weak. Just die already. Bro, we've moved in time. I was thinking, like, hold on. Maybe from, like, the first departure when they left off, you know, straight into Zhao. Whoa. Okay, man. General, the second have been routed. We lost sight of the third too. The fourth are requesting you to give order to fall back. Henkai-sama has been slain. This is all we can do to spare for you today. It's a lost lesson yesterday. We have no choice but to start cutting it down now. Forgive us, General. The food's here. Not at all. We are grateful to just have something to fill our stomachs. Even if we have to receive only half of your own share, we would have nothing but the utmost of gratitude. Half? Brother, did this man think he was receiving half of our own portion? Wait, what? Huh? Half of our share, my goddamn ass. She kicks the shit out of them. We're the ones stuck eating only half of whatever we can even spare you each day. Everyone's been forced to forage for the food in the mountains after fighting each day, and they're still starving. Stop that, Kitari. Heki-sama, what are you doing, girl? Oh, you useless plainlanders. Want to fight? That's enough, Kitari. Kitari, there you go. Been a minute since we last seen her. We kept on eating like normal. We had run out of food ages ago. I hope you understand that your little fuck up has... Brother, yeah. Wait, someone's screaming in the background. What's that shouting? They're fighting somewhere. Enemy attack. No, it's just infighting amongst the tribes. Huh? It started around yesterday night. Some are fighting to steal other tribes' horses to butcher for food. Everyone treasures their own mounts, obviously. Take a good hard look, you idiots from the plains. As the hunger sets in, more and more, we won't even be in any shape to fight up against our enemies. Is that Taiji Fu going in? Taiji Fu going in for some meals, man. Ah, here comes the mediator. And yo, is that Yotanwa? Hold up. What now, Lord of Death? At this rate, the entire army will collapse in 3 days. Something must be done and fast. I know that. And after all, it's not like our food storages will last another 3 days anyway. What? Baggio, summon all the tribe chieftains. I'll be sharing our upcoming battle plan. One that will decide whether we win or lose, live or die. And that's the end of the chapter, man. So hold on, man. So I'm still like kind of like in a shock right now. We went through a time skip. Technically, we went through a 5-day time skip. And I guess my whole thing about this ending within 7 days has been completely thrown out the window. It looks like they're literally now going to go until the dire straits between 10, 13 days or something, or 10 days at least. Wow, okay, so that changes up a lot of things now. Because, again, we still need to find out, too, if Ri Bokus' report is a sham, which it probably might be. But seeing as right now, damn, it's like Yotanwa has to pull something right now, a miracle, just to be able to get this W in Ryouyou. She'll find a way. She'll find a way. I mean, I forgot, I think it was Court Pop or JC who were telling me about this, about the whole thing that they'll butcher, like, I guess, like, either the remains of, like, the Zhao people or, like, their own, like, horses or something like that to be able to preserve food. It was something like that, and considering what we're seeing right there, Taijifu going in there with a club and stuff trying to get some food. But that's crazy. I did not think Hara would actually go a 5-day time skip, moving forward in time and stuff, especially going to the 8th day like that. And you gotta wonder too, because now we're seeing this from the perspective of what's going on with Yotanwa. We gotta see what's going on too, with Osen and them. We have to see what's going on also with with Kanki, what his situation is in Gyou. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. The good chapter this week, I gotta say maybe at least like an 8 out of 10 or something. Like, I'm kind of still like shocked a little bit as in terms of the whole like time skip itself, because I'm thinking like I'm trying to think. Are we talking the time skip from like, you know, when they actually stepped into Zhao, or when they actually like, you know, the third day of battle and stuff like from there? But him saying that, you know, from the third day onwards after I left from them, 5 days passing forward, we're on day 8. Like, yo, things are about to get crazy now. Because now it's like you look at that perspective, you know, Yotanwa, especially, you know, knowing the thing with Heki and everything from before, you know, how the food supplies that burn and stuff because of freaking, you know, SSJ and stuff, man. Like, now it's like they got to really do something to be able to, you know, turn the tides and stuff. So, I don't know, man. Believe in Yotanwa, but let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I want to talk to you guys and, you know, find out basically, you know, what the hell's going to go down, man. And, you know, will Yotanwa be able to pull this off within record time to be able to, you know, sustain himself? We're going to have to see. But like I said before, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like the video if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. And I'll catch you guys next week for more of that Kingdom greatness. So Commodore Laz, signing off. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, take care.